What you're witnessing on screen right now is Call of Duty Ghost gameplay, unedited, just a team deathmatch where I do painfully average with a CBJ MS with a bunch of speed perks and rapid fire thermal. Okay, this class was recommended to me in an I Need a Weapon episode by, let me pull up your name here on my phone actually real fast. I'm gonna find it. Oh my god. Krill Brill 50? Krill Brilly 50? I don't know. He said, make a fucked up class. Let's see. Challenge accepted. CBJMS with rapid fire thermal. It doesn't matter what you do from now on. The class is already destroyed. And right you are. But it got me thinking, and this is why I'm doing this video and not I Need a Weapon. I was going to do an I Need a Weapon that was kind of like a mockumentary kind of thing where I talk about the most innovative weapon class in all of history. I was going to do this stupid, funny thing, but this is actually kind of more important. What if Call of Duty was meant to be played in a weird way? What if we were supposed to run our throwing knives with our LSATs? What if we were supposed to run our combat axes with our shotguns? Actually, that's not a terrible one. Let me think of a horrible one here. What if we were intended to use ACOG sights on our sniper rifles when we wanted to go into close range? What if an ACOG sight on a 44 Magnum actually provided long-range accuracy? This is an idealist video. This is a video where I talk about all the things that would be really, really neat without actually saying how I would go about implementing it because I'm not a game developer, and as I've stated, you can have a point without it being well-spoken, well thought out, and doesn't need to have 30 pages of things backing it up. But it's a good idea, and I hope you guys listen to it. Black Ops 3 and Battlefield 4 have done a very, very good job of making sure pretty much everything is viable. Now, it's not 100%, but it's damn close. Black Ops 3 has weird attachments where it's like, oh, it kinda does a little bit of this. It reduces view kick by this much. It increases your fire rate by about 0.5. It's a bunch of shit, and I really, really, really hate, like, when you find out what the actual attachments do, it's bullshit. They don't actually all work, and so it again goes into the same problem. I'll just throw on foregrip and quick draw, have more accuracy and aim down sight faster, so suck it. And even in Battlefield 4, I mean, you got really good weapon balance. I mean, for how many weapons are in that game, the fact that it's balanced like 90%, 95%, oh man, that's great. I don't get killed by one gun over and over and over again. Even in hardcore, nobody's gravitated towards one gun. But let's face it, there's a lot of useless shit in Battlefield as well. Scopes, sights, laser sights, flashlights, different types of barrel attachments. Hardline also has a lot of useless attachments and useful guns. And it's really, really weird that it seems like every shooter, no matter what kind, Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Titanfall, there's always little bastard childs that you don't want. And it's really weird. Perks, attachments, guns that you don't want to use, you don't want to touch, they gather dust. What if they didn't? Now, I'm just saying this as an idealist point of view. I'm not proposing anything, but I'm just saying, what if Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I know, some bad words these days, Infinite Warfare, what if it had balanced weapons? Every attachment had bonuses with no negatives. Every perk was viable, but simple. And by simple, I mean this one allows you to see equipment through walls, this one allows you to run faster, this one gets you streaks faster, and there would only be about 6 perks per category. That would be great. It sounds like too little, but I mean, look at Ghosts. Ghosts has a plethora of perks, but we all know the ones that we used. Dead Silence, Amplify, Quick Draw, Stalker, Agility, Marathon, Ready Up, maybe Steady Aim, definitely Focus, that's for sure. Quantity is not quality, and that's for damn sure. And that's not what this video is really about, though, but just imagine a Call of Duty. Imagine if Call of Duty could you know, swing this flag into battle this year, saying everything we use, everything we have created for this game is viable. ACOG sights, holographic sights, thermal sights, hybrid sights, rapid fire, canted sights, suppressors, foregrips, different types of foregrips, barrel attachments, stocks, and magazines, everything. Everything is useful. I don't know why I listed everything off. That was kind of a waste of your time, but everything is useful. Stock really does increase your movement speed, and also it increases the center speed. So if you don't know what center speed is, go subscribe to Drifter, or get your head out from under a rock. Increase your center speed. Foregrip, reduce recoil. ACOG sight, increase accuracy, and what I mean by that is you don't have to decrease recoil, but decrease the bullet spread. What if everything worked? Every perk had a use, and so that when you were making your classes, you were like, okay, I don't know what to do. Everything's too good. I don't know what to eat first. And that is the type of mentality developers need to have. When you make a create a class screen, Call of Duty, oh god, I know other games have now copied it and they now have it. That's fine. But there's a reason even Battlefield players say the word class sometimes instead of loadout, because we know where it came from. Create a class. Call of Duty started this, and when you click on that separate menu to create your classes, your weapons, your equipment, your everything, when you do that, I hope that it's just an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you look at it and you go, holy shit, I like everything here. There isn't a bastard child. There isn't this weird perk that's like really, really obscure, like, oh, if an enemy drops shots on the 17th of December, you'll take 3% less damage. You know, you weird perks. You know, and that happened in Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare had a bunch of weird specific perks that nobody wanted to use, and some crutch ones that everybody felt like they had to. Maybe you remember Low Profile, Flak Jacket, Blind Eye, Blast Suppressor, stuff like that. Even Black Ops 3, I feel like that. You got Blast Suppressor, you got Ghost, you just got so many perks that are so useful, and then so many perks that, well, simply aren't. Imagine if perks affected your player, and then you have your gun with the attachments that bridge that gap, and then the attachments change the way the player interacts with the gun. How fast they aim down sight, how fast they move while aiming down sight, how much recoil there is, how much view kick there is, how much bullet spread there is. All of these things need to be taken into consideration, because, I'm sorry, I'm tired of create a class being cut in half when you look at all the things that are really viable, practical, and competitive versus the things that are just there if you want to dick around with. Black Ops 3 has a terrible, terrible idea by having the PO6 in the same slot as all the other snipers. So in the 4 default snipers, not counting the fucking 2 DLC ones I'll never get, or the supply drop ones I'll never get, the fact that the PO6 takes up one of those slots. There's 4 snipers, a semi, 2 bolt actions, and a burst. Yeah, because it's really practical to have a sniper rifle. You have to charge up and hit a whole burst on somebody to kill them, versus a gun that you don't have to charge up and just fire one shot. So imagine having assault rifle, marksman rifle, SMG, LMG, pistol, sniper rifle, all in their own categories. And then you have, of course, pistols. And then, alright, did I say that? And shotguns. You have every weapon class. And then you have special weapons. And the special weapons can be weird. They can be dual wield light machine guns, charge up sniper rifles, ballistic knives, crossbows. You could have slingshot for all I fucking care. And there, anything goes. The gun does not have to be pretty. It does not have to work. You have a little description. These are not guaranteed to give you high KDs or something like that. You know what I mean. I envision a Call of Duty game, or even a shooter at all, someday when I open up the create a class screen, the loadout screen, when I get to customize my stuff, that I don't feel like I'm put into a box. I don't feel like here are 100 things, 50 of them are useful, 40 of them are competitive, and 30 of them are practical, and the rest of them, the next 70, don't worry about, because these are the practical, competitive ones to use. Anyway, guys, this is idealistic. I'm not posing really any fixes. I'm not a game developer, but I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. I really do hope that Call of Duty can just bring back create a class to what we remember it being back in COD 4, which was revolutionary. Revolutionize create a class again. It happened in COD 4, happened again in Black Ops 2, and it happened again in Ghosts. But since then, in my opinion, it's been very stale, and I want to see a big overhaul. I want weapons, guns, attachments, perks. I want everything to be new. Anyway, guys, how would you go about balancing everything? I want a long comment from at least one of you guys saying how you would balance Call of Duty, how you would balance Battlefield, how you would take a first-person shooter at all and make sure everything is viable with nothing being left behind. How would you manage that? It's an idealist point of view, and that's why a lot of people ignore it. But that doesn't mean you should ignore it. That means you should pursue it until it's practical. I'll see you when I see you. And yeah, goodbye!